I resigned from the BPO world to buy. Hi, my name is Ross. I'm with my husband. He will be asking me questions.
Hi guys, we're here with Rosmay Santos. And today we're gonna talk about paano siya nagumpisa. How she started as a virtual assistant. Walang bias to. Kahit yes, I'm the husband and I'm the editor. We're currently outside. We're filming in a condominium complex. May pool, tsaka may bar dyan kung narinig niyo yung background. So let's start off with saan ka ba nag-umpisa as an employee?
Pagod ba ako sa nurse ko?
Ba't ka nagtatanong sa akin? Pati ko sumagot, diba?
Kasi ang dami ko na experience. So,
Okay.
I'm not the eldest child, but I became an eldest child by mag-provide sa family ko first. So, basically, I work as a tutor, private tutor, and I work as a tutor in a tutorial center. Hindi pa lumabas ang nursing examination result at that time. Tapos, nung lumabas na ang nursing licensure examination result is I tried na mag-apply as a nurse. Then, natanggap ako as parang JO, job order. So, but then, ang salary or what we called allowance at that time, hindi pa siya salary, is little lang talaga, like 4K per month. So, it's
That was
really
what?
small.
That was 2010?
Yeah, 2010. Tapos ko mag-nursing. So, kasi nga, maliit man siya ng sahod. So, I decided to be a call center. So, natanggap naman ako sa
Center agent.
I decided to be a call center agent. So, natanggap naman ako sa isang call center. Then,
Like,
oh, yun!
ano ginagawa mo?
Tapos I've been there for like, kasi paputol-putol siya kasi umalis ako, kasi
umalis?
nag-abroad ako. Yun din, nag-abroad ako. Huwag na ganyan na question. Layo naman yan. Tapos,
Ba't siya umalis? Kasi nagtrabaho siya abroad.
I work as a call center again. And then, after that, because of some health issues, I decided to work from home.
She decided first, actually.
Yeah, I decided to work from home. And
That was, what year? 2017?
2018.
Ano yung first job mo nun?
My first job was my job right now until now. So, it helped me a lot.
Sure.
Yeah. My first job.
Hindi. Nagturo ka pa.
Yeah. My first
Ako na lang.
job. My first job was English tutor.
Nag-ESL siya, yes. That's
Yes, ESL. And then one of my husband's friends actually invited him to be a virtual assistant. However, he is not available, so I'm the one who applied and I was accepted. Not because I have experience, but because she is my husband's friend. So I was accepted at that time. So that's my first job is ESL, and the second job was my SEO company job, which I'm still working on them right now.
With them.
With them right now.
So doon ka nag-start, di ba? So, started off as a nurse, nag-tutor ka, nag-teach ka na, and then nag-call center ka while waiting for your results sa pag-abroad. Then that's where we met. And after no call center stint for the first nag-year ka ba sa call center?
Yeah.
Before ka nag-alis.
Yeah.
1 year.
1 year and something months.
Then punta siya abroad sa Malta. So she's been through Europe and then went back here because may pabaon man siya galing sa akin. Gave birth to our first child. We continued with the call center, that company for another couple of years and decided to leave to pursue bigger salaries. hindi natin pagkaila. Parang gusto natin ng mas malaking salat. We transferred, and then we also ventured into a lot of different things. And in 2018, she left the call center industry. And then yun, decided to leave to pursue bigger things. Na-bridge ko sila ng friend ko. Yeah, in-invite ako to work for them, but at that time, I declined. Then she got accepted. That business, that company was just really starting off. Dami kong comment, ikaw na nagagawa ng mga from nothing to something. Pero it really played a big part.
Yeah.
No?
It is.
Gawa ng title, ikaw pili ng title, ikaw pa-approve ng title, ikaw mag-get in touch ng mga bloggers. So it really made a big difference. So
And that company really helped us a lot. Though with the work pressure, kasi nga madaming dumarating na clients. And then, but still, I didn't give up with that company kasi nga, siya talaga ang tumulong sa akin para makastart ng virtual assistant job ko. Probably at that time, it's really luck that he has a friend na needs to have a virtual assistant. Kasi nga, ang pinapagawa sa amin before was like creating a title, which I'm not really good. I'm not good in content as well. Ano talaga, it's a blog, not a vlog. Kasi pinopost, it's an SEO agency. After a couple of months on that job, I was promoted as a manager. And I actually didn't stop finding a virtual assistant at that time. So while I'm working in the SEO agency, in the morning, I was actually working as an ESL up to afternoon. So I sleep like probably 4 hours, 2 to 4 hours lang. And he's working in the call center. And then after that, I was hired within those two jobs. I was hired as executive assistant in a pharmaceutical agency. Pharmaceutical company.
they were making some
Yeah, they were making
naturogenics. Naturogenics yun.
For COVID. So what we do is I arrange every meeting that my boss has, arrange their calendar. So basically, it's a executive assistant. So I have 3 jobs altogether, and that is night shift. Good thing with my SEO agency is that I'm already a manager, and the thing that I'm doing is checking all the tasks that has already been done and that's not yet done. And so I added another one, which the third one. So from there on, I started applying. I didn't stop. I started applying a lot of jobs until I decided to resign to my ESL because I have another opportunity. So I decided it's a virtual assistant and non-voice as well. I decided to take that with continuous applying on different virtual assistant positions. I was able to get like probably the most is 5 clients.
I remember when we had that workation. May workation talaga matawag sa kanya. Kahit nandun kami sa BGC at that time, gusto namin maglakwat siya. We had to work. We had to really work.
It's a very that time it's it's still an SEO agency, but in a different way. They work in a different way in SEO. But they are really strict with time and all. So yeah. And then I some of my virtual assistant job were actually just for a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, and some of them really take long.
Ang dami niyang pinagdaanan. She went through a lot of stuff, but essentially the reason why she got to where she is right now is she never stopped. She never stopped applying. She never stopped learning. That's what I got. That's what I got from what you're saying. From call center to being a virtual assistant. Those were the many things that you went through up until now. You are still working as a VA, but may certain level up ka na, di ba? Saan ka na ba ngayon? Ano na bang tawag sa'yo? Ano bang tawag sa'yo ngayon? Are you still a virtual assistant?
Yeah.
Or are you already a client?
Am I a client? my SEO agency that I'm working right now for like 8 years. I think may ano talaga ako sa kanila lang, parang comfort zone. And it's not really comfort zone because they are like letting me jump to this task, to this another task. Right now, I'm still a virtual assistant
Uh-huh.
with
Na may
my
tag na yun.
title is I'm a finance manager already. It's too far from my what do you call this? From my usual from
Wala sa profession mo. ganun.
yeah, profession. It's
Mali
too far
talaga.
from my profession. But right now, me and my husband has our own blogger outreach agency. We have our own mini, you call it mini. We have our own
I'm letting her
I
define it.
we have our agency already. We have
Yes.
different staff who has different titles or expertise. We have SMM, social media marketing. We have JHL, which is go high level, and we have graphic designs, and me as a bookkeeper slash CEO
Yeah.
that I'm the one handling the people, and my husband is the leadership trainer expertise and the HR. The
Nahihiya pa siya, no?
company is not
Nahihiya siya.
the company is not that big yet. We're happy that few clients were reaching out for us to give our portfolio to
So malayo Malayo.
little.
Malayo, hindi. You take a look at it. Now that we're talking about it, I hope you see the difference of where you were from and where you are at right now. Huwag ka maiyak. Huwag ka maiyak. Hindi ka napayak. I'm letting you see this because this is what the people need to know. They have to understand that it didn't happen overnight. It required a lot of sacrifice, a lot of how do you
Until now.
it requires sacrifice, compromise, marami. It wasn't easy, but you take a look at it kasi dati tayo naghahanap ng saan tayo magtrabaho. We were desperate, looking for chances, looking for opportunities. And now, I wouldn't say fortunately, I would say na with all our efforts, somebody up there might have seen, kaya dito kami yan. Ano na nga bang na-achieve niyo? Ano ba ma-count mo na achievements?
Basically, yung na-achieve talaga namin within this hard work. We have a car na matatapos na puhon. And we have a house that we bought in cash. We have another house that we're paying still monthly. So that's the second one. And we built a small cafe in Kidapawan City. Aside from that, our sons is in private schools. We were able also to like maano na mo ang ilahang gusto, mahatag na mo ilahang gusto, ang ilahang soccer na perti ka gasto. Ano sa panabi? Karang hatag na mo na sa ilaha. We were able to like provide to them talaga what they need and want. We can travel at least 10 times a year. 10 times a year in
Ano
the
siya pa?
Philippines and
Parang ano yan? Parang masyadong powerful na description.
outside the country usually once or twice in a year so far. And that is actually just a few of our achievements. Some siguro kay kanang makasahod ka na dili na good ka mag-worry too much kasi your business is growing. Though I have people, we still work hard, find clients to, syempre, para masahuran din sila. So, I resigned from the BPO world to buy a house.
Dami na. Those are wonderful achievements for us actually. And honestly, to those who really know us, they know what we've been through. They know the kind of budget cuts and the things that we had to do just to keep surviving. Yang mabuhay lang, makakain lang na dalawang beses sa isang araw. It was hard for us. Kahit naka-call center, we were working as call center agents and call center managers from before. ang pinakamalaking achievement para sa akin actually, yun yung sa kanya. Para sa akin, ang pinakamalaking achievement para sa akin is kaya na natin magbili ng mga bagay na hindi nakatingin sa price tag.
Bakit mo man yung gina-flex?
It is a flex. It is a flex.
We're still looking ka ng mahal.
Oh, nakikita natin. Pero for the most part, let's say, grocery tayo before. And then we really had to, really stick to our budget. Not that it's bad. Okay, that's how we started. And that's how we understood how money works for us. Ngayon, though, yes, we still look at our budget. Mayroon pa rin tayong budget, di ba? Pero hindi na siya pareho dati na imbis na 2 set ng diapers, bilhin natin, isa lang muna ngayon. Now it's different. For us, for me, that's an achievement. Sino ba mag-aakala yung mga tao dati na nangungutang at nabuhay, nakasurvive sa 20 pesos sa isang araw, kaya na magpasweldo ng mga tao ngayon?
Yeah. Isa sa mga big achievements namin is that we paid our bills in 1 year.
Yeah.
And the bills that we're talking about is almost $1 million.
And that's her. That's what she did.
That is why I worked really hard, even if 3 jobs, 4 na jobs, hindi talaga pwede isang job lang at that time. Kasi dinidivide namin lahat ng sinong bayaran, anong kailangan bayaran. So we divide it. We recommend the expense tracker that we usually do. I think I gave this one already. I showed it to my people on how we manage to pay the bills, because you can't really pay your bills if you don't see it.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
probably yung ko din, yung pagiging bookkeeper and finance manager, napasok din namin sa aming
Life.
life.
That's true. Every year actually we do that. Na we plan our budget accordingly kung anong i-out every month, ang income, basically PNL. Naintindihan ko na tuloy yun kahit hindi ako bookkeeper. Yung mga PNL namin, ngayon nga parang kailangan namin mag-refresh na ng aming budgeting, parang off masyado siya.
There are times like that pala, even in business, even in your work, because you get overwhelmed. Kasi nga, ayon na time, yung mga kids namin is, they have this sports, hindi mura.
That's it. That's basically what we want to find out for this video. No? We wanted to understand how you, from call center background, left and got to where you are right now.
In summary, it's not easy. But still right now, madami pa rin mga hard moments talaga. Like just a while ago, I told my husband na I'm tired because it's so hard. Hindi talaga siya mawala sa virtual assistant, lalo na karon na daghan kaayo mga nag-a-apply, daghan kaayo nag-wish na they are like virtual assistant, daghan kay nag-wish na kanang gusto na ako nakoy freedom, mag-travel ani, daghan kay nag-wish, but it's so exhausting siya to the point na makasapan na nimo mga anak kay exhausted ka. Pero it's really a blessing for us. Sabi ko nga sa husband ko na if wala ko niya gipayagan at that time, siguro wala ni dere.
Yeah.
Kasi dili siya mag sugot na mag-resign ko.
Yun yung fear.
His mother from the beginning of our relationship, she told us, hindi ko talaga ito makalimutan. Mama Liza told us na if you have something that you both need to decide and dili mi pareho, siya yes, ako no. Ako yes, siya no. Ilista na mo ang mga pros and cons. And that time, marami akong pros. Kasi nga, pros talaga, kung maraming pros, that means it's a good decision. I also suggested this one to my...
What ang pros and cons niya? Dire-diretso na decide na?
Hindi kasi iba man yun na pros and cons. Ay, we do pros and cons.
Hindi, wala na.
What do you think natin?
Dire-diretso na to eh.
One of my agents told me, my staff asked me, kasi she was deciding to buy a house. So I also suggested that to her. You both, kasi ang kanyang husband no, she is yes. So, I told her na, you write down the pros and cons. If the cons are lesser than the pros, then you need to like do it because there's a lot of pros. Pros, right?
If there are more pros,
Pros.
then go. If there are more cons, then no.
Yes. So it was not really easy for us. And
It wasn't really an easy journey, no.
yeah,
No, I was first-hand witness to everything.
yeah.
I would agree.
I was crying.
Yeah, she was crying
There are times that,
a lot.
yeah, kasi ang imuhang mga clients kay abroad man. So, I'm not in the line with finance. So, they will like question you, ano, naka sa finance. And lalo na katong executive assistant na kung ano, wala pa ko nakakita clients na gusto daw akong gibuhat ka they will really question you maski katong ako ang pharmaceutical agency na client is naa sila screenshot kanang makita jud nila na naga-work ko but they will still question you nganong wala pa naga-contact na clients ana. It's really not easy yung mga list ng mga experience ko galing executive assistant, content creator, SEO staff and finance staff, and then meron din akong like client na nagbebenta sa online, so we handle that as well.
BYP.
Oo. So it's like ang raming experience, ang raming mong experience. Marami kang makuha na mga learnings. But yung pagiging BPO still take a part of what I am right now. There's an easy way to make your way to the virtual assistant or freelancer world as well. That is what I'm teaching my people right now. You should watch my following post this week so that it will guide you. This one is not like sinabi ko lang. This is actually tested. We gave this one to probably 5 to 7 people, including our staff, or probably more. We gave these tips to them, and they work on them. And we will not give it if it will not work.
So it's free information. We don't gatekeep. If you want to know more about how to start as a virtual assistant, we're not going to tell you to buy a package or join our TED Talks or whatnot. Just follow her or subscribe. It doesn't really cost anything. Now, if you give her your attention, if you pay with that, sure kami na may matutunan kayo. Kasi she's been doing this for 8 years. I've been supporting her for that same amount of time. And honestly, we wouldn't be living in this level of comfort if she didn't go through it. And then we're going to share it with you guys because this is the best way that we can give back to the community. So, yan. Abangan nyo ang next videos and follow our social medias and whatever.
Social medias.
And whatever if you want to.
Me and my husband enjoys talking a lot, and he said that why not we share it na pinag-uusapan namin how we reach this kind of comfort. For us, it's a comfort when we saw that.
When we saw everything that we have been, our finances are uncomfortable.
When we saw the people around us, I think it's
when I saw this is a certain level of comfort, guys. But when you get to people who live more comfortably,
yeah,
that's a lot. This is off topic. This is just talking lang talaga. It's really not about how much money they're making or how much money you're making. It's really about, quote ko si Madam Doki nito na, it's about what you bring to the table.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're as rich as or as connected as this certain person. No, it doesn't. It's not. It's more of like, what do you bring to the table? They bring the what they
What
bring
do you
the money.
bring to the table?
I bring my
Then
wife.
We will discuss that
I'll bring my wife to
in
the
my
table.
reels.
thank you for your time. Just thank you for your time. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our talk. If you want to listen to more, just subscribe and follow our social media tags, Rosmay Santos, RJ Santos. Thank you so much. Bye.